Fund is here. Yafika. Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Kuthandiza Malawi tipeze njira zotana ndi mavuto kuza dziko lathu. Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Kuthandiza Malawi tipeze njira zotana ndi mavuto omwe amagwa mdziko lathu.
Introduce yourself and the council that you are representing here today, or the council which you are bringing a solution to.
Yeah, my name is Yusuf Mita. I'm developing a solution for Mangochi District Council.
Mangochi District Council.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So what issue are they facing in Mangochi District Council, and what solution are you bringing to the challenge?
Yes, Mangochi District Council is looking for an electronic database for agricultural information, which is just basically agricultural information management system. So what they wanted was to bring together information that would enable them to reach out to the key stakeholders or the users, who are the farmers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, wait! I'm starting to think you are about to tell me the pitch itself, but I want you to save the pitch for the evaluators because you'll be sharing all of that good information with them. But before you head off, I'd like to know a little bit about you. What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
All right. I work for the government. I also do part-time consulting as an ICT specialist. So that's why I'm here, as not as an employee for my organization, but as an individual consultant.
I love it. Well, Yusuf, I wish you well. Good luck as you present your response to the issue in Mangochi.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to present this innovation. Indeed, it's a response to the needs from Mangochi District Council, which, to my understanding, the program statement entails that what we're looking for is an agricultural management, an agricultural information management system. So we've had some conversation with the council, our representatives, and from what they shared with me, I came to understand that what they are looking for is not just an electronic database for agriculture, but they're looking for a system that is an end-to-end system, a system that can take a farmer from the field to a marketplace. So that's why you notice that in the course of my presentation, I will take you through the whole process of agriculture enterprise, from farming to marketing. We also looked at Mangochi as a district, in line with the Agenda 2063. We the council also wants to take this opportunity to also portray Mangochi as a destination for prospective investors, those that may want to invest in agriculture, be it mega funds or it could be aquaculture or anything that is within the agriculture domain. So this is a web-based application. It is also mobile responsive. Much as it is telling a story about Mangochi district, but it's something that can be scaled to all the districts in Malawi. Basically replicating what is there, because the features that are in this system, I would say they are almost cross-cutting. So it may be scaled to other districts if it's successful. So I'll start by demonstrating the system. Those 8 areas are the core areas as required by the council. They wanted a place where they could put together good agricultural practices, and we came up with that component. And then they wanted elsewhere where they can have weather and rainfall data. So we are getting that information from there. They also mentioned of agriculture technology, including mechanization and other emerging technologies that may be applied in the agriculture sector, education. There was also an issue of issue management. You can call it a case management or whatever, but basically just to allow farmers to contact the officers should there be anything that may need the attention of the council. They also wanted to have a place where they can have all the diseases and pests that attack the crops or animals and their remedies, so that if your farm is attacked, then you can just go there and possibly go and look for remedies. Farm registry. You agree with me that we could idle estates that are just lying there. So they want also to profile this so that if, for example, I'm from Lilongwe and I want to engage in commercial farming in Mangochi, I should be able to rent a farm. Where do I get that farm from? So they wanted to have a database of idle estates so that those that may want to buy can find them, those that want to rent can go for them. An important component is that market linkages, because we cannot talk of commercialization or indeed meaningful agriculture without talking about the market side of it, because commercial farming is just basically producing for profit. So farmers want to have information in terms of marketing before they venture into farming in the next growing cycle. So I'll also show you how that is going to work. And then we've got a learning center. They mentioned a problem in terms of human resource in extension services. So we thought of coming up with an extension or a learning center where farmers can go and have e-books or videos. We're talking about, for example, Bear. Bear is something that is, I think, getting traction. And we need to have a place where people can go and appreciate how Bear could be produced. So we did that. For example, if we go to if you want to know more about the good agriculture practices, when you go there, you'll notice that we will have come up with pages or I would say web pages or e-pages or e-books that will help the farmer learn more about a particular. This is just uh, an example of how we're going to do this. So we'll have these e-books readily available for farmers. So if you are into, for example, legume production, then you should have this guide readily available for you. The same applies to maize, tobacco, or even to livestock, goats farming, groundnuts, pigeon peas, and all other crops that do well within Mangochi district. And you can replicate this saying in Irumpi. You can also profile all the crops that do well in Irumpi and be able to come up with this otherwise important information. The importance of this is that we are going to have books specifically tailored to Malawi environment, because we have seen people reading books from Nigeria, from East Africa, from Canada, which may not be applicable in the context of the environment in which they are doing their agricultural business. So we're going to do this. Another interesting area is that we're taking agriculture as an investment or a business venture. So we will profile the potential for Mangochi as an investor destination. We've just used this Ghana agriculture sector report as a template of, if we're successful, this is how we want to profile opportunities in Mangochi, in all value chains, from cotton to maize to everything. Like I've already told you, you can do any farming in Mangochi because all the weather and climatic conditions of Malawi. The eastern part of it is cool, the western part of it is a little bit warmer. Quickly, I'll take you to, I'm looking at the timer, to another interesting part, which is the market linkage, where we're going to link the agro-dealers, the farmers, and the buyers, where they can interact and access the market. Another interesting part was the learning center, like I've mentioned, where we are going to have, again, the videos and books for extension services. Another interesting area maybe could be the case management, where people can register their issues. We've got also an interesting part, which is the climate and agriculture, where we can capture information about daily rainfall patterns. This is an integration or interlinkage with our meteorological department. So if we succeed, we are going to have to customize this according to Mangochi climate and Mangochi weather patterns, so that farmers are able to know what will happen next week, what will happen today, what will happen next year, and what happened last year, to make sure that they plan properly. And then we'll have a section where we'll be showcasing agriculture news within the district. So, in a nutshell, this is what we are proposing for Mangochi. I didn't mention about the information management system, which I should have demonstrated, but I think I'll target when I'll be handling the questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Yesukumita, for the wonderful presentation and the demonstration of your prototype. It's very, very important. that we need to have these innovations in agriculture. This is the backbone for our economy as a country. Let's start. I have two areas. One, I want to understand who will be the audience of this particular system. Is it the council, farmers, the public? And I think we will get started from there. Who will be the audience? Who will be the audience of this system? The user, main user.
Yeah, thank you very much. The key users of the system are the farmers themselves. These are the key users. But the other users are the officers from the Ministry of Agriculture, irrigation as well. The other audience are the business community, agro-dealers and the vendors, and indeed the general public. So we understand that the Ministry of Education is in the process or has got its own management information system. And we also understand that the key audience for that system is the employees within the ministry. So what we are trying to do is to bridge that gap that exists between the key users, who are the farmers, and this information system. So the key users of these systems are the farmers themselves. That's why I say we want to take farmers from the farm field to the marketplace. Our key users are the farmers.
Thank you very much. If you are considering the farmers as the main use of the system, we understand that when you talk about literacy, we have some challenges.
Yes.
So our farmers have different literate levels. And we consider if a farmer is not able to read and write, how going to get such information?
Thank you very much. I understand, in fact, the district that we are modeling in is got low levels in terms of literacy. That we understand. We are thinking of making it multilingual, because when you're talking about literacy, it could be maybe they may not be very conversant with English. Why can't we translate it into Chichewa or Yawo, need be? What I've noticed is that that particular area, Mangoji, unlike other areas, in terms of penetration of mobile phones, I can assure you that it's better than others, because most people from that area go to South Africa, and they normally got access to gadgets, and the usage of social media. That area, I think it's more advanced. They kind of exposed because the South African language connection. So that's why you notice that some of the content here, we want to have a learning center that that even if you're not educated, at least you can hear for yourself some stories, because sometimes you may not need to. You don't need to go to school to understand that one. So we looked into that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you could go to the state monitors. I want to know what are the mechanisms of information update on those monitors. For example, pest and disease control. How would the information be updated? Is it manual entry by people, or are you using any automation in terms of information updates, any analytics or any artificial intelligence behind it?
Yeah, for a start, this innovation is being considered as an extension to the extension services. So the extension workers, and we understand that some content is static, some dynamic. But for the static information, for example, pest and disease, this is static. We know that aphids, these are the crops that it attacks, and this is how we control. Using pesticides or use traditional tools. So they will have documented that, and that information will be available. But I understand there is other issues that are dynamic. For example, we've got a case management here where we are allowing the visitors to contact specific department for action. So in terms of updating the system, we will rely heavily on the extension workers. Yeah. The assumption is that they will have the capacity in the district level. They are information system officers. That's the assumption. If it's going to be fully operated by the local council. Yeah.
I would also want to learn a little more about the integration with payment systems. Because if a farmer is to utilize your system, we anticipate the money to find them wherever they are.
Exactly. Yes. Like I said, because of time, I didn't have time to demonstrate the back end. But I think in one of the writings I mentioned that it's going to have a front. What I was demonstrating here is a front end for the key users, the farmers. But then the system is going to be supported by the back end, which is a fully-fledged management information system that can even integrate like payment channels like Airtel Money or Bamba, and indeed banks need be. And inside that system, there are accounting more. In fact, there is an agriculture management system. The thinking is that some farmers may want to leverage ICT to do planning, to do crop management, to do anything that farmers do when you're preparing for a season. So this particular platform does that. There is an agricultural module, which is also integrated with an accounting and HR module. One of the issues that were raised by the councils when they are developing the management information system for the Ministry of Agriculture was that they had problems, planning for the human resource. It has also the human resource component that may help the local assemblies to plan, even request, even to present a case for the requirement for the additional human resources. So it's integrated with this backend. It is this backend that we are hoping that we can commercialize so that we can do something like subscription-based. If I'm a farmer, I subscribe to this management information system, and I'll be managing my farm from that system. Human resource, payment, accounting, even marketing. So if I had time, I should have demonstrated it, but it's okay. It's the back end. So this is where the officers will be doing their job, and it's integrated with the front end. This is how we intend to do it. So this is the commercial part of the system. Because we are thinking that maybe in the future.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah.
We actually, his timer started late.
Yeah.
So, do you still want to ask, or we can move on? Because it's taken longer than it was supposed to.
I wasn't checking. The cameraman.
Yes, sir.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, I had a question, but I think it's fine. Yeah, but mainly my concern was on the inclusiveness of other groups, like those that are visually impaired. Um, how will the system accommodate them? Being that they can't see, but they want but they want to be part and parcel of the process. How do you make sure that they are part and parcel of the process, but they can't see? Even the commands there, they can't see. So, what have you provided in the system?
Yeah.
Briefly, so brief, being that we already in extra time.
Yeah, I think it's an area that that is interesting. For
No, my question would be for you as a bit of a comment on this, because you asked something that's quite critical when it comes to inclusivity and technology in terms of ICT. Because I think most times when we're thinking about those that are visually impaired or have other issues, we think just having the application is enough. Like you said, there's a video. What things should people think about when we're looking at applications, websites, and all of that? Because when we talk about commands, maybe sometimes that's a bit over our heads and we're not thinking about it.
Right. I think from my take is that the apps have to be compatible in terms with the voice. For example, there should be, you can receive a question or a voice and then give a response. In the sense that for the sake of the commands only, when somebody give a question, like we had one in the wrong way, where he had the two commands only for action and for so when you are looking at a question, then you just do one command, then you'll be able to welcome you and give a question. Okay. Then that will make sure that they are indeed part and parcel of it. Yeah.
So going beyond videos, we must look at the issue of giving voice command, and it must be able to interact on a higher level compared to just questions. It should be able to say, take me to, so something that's a bit deeper and more detailed. Okay, I guess that's something that, so far we only have that one person in Lilongwe that was able to go in entry level, I guess, command in that sense, right? It didn't go any further than that.
No.
Okay. Any more comments on this specific presentation?
Yes, it's true, and I think in addition, we can also consider translation. For example, somebody cannot read. Is it possible to translate a text to a voice? For example, somebody maybe cannot hear. Is it possible to put in to convert that information to another presentation that is able to understand what's happening? And what you have also find out that these innovations are missing a sign language, because sign language is also very crucial when we are talking about inclusion.
Yes.
Yeah. So apart from the text, the graphs, the audio, they can also consider the sign language. Yeah. So we can use the artificial intelligence, machine learning, to convert a text to a sign language. Maybe to convert a sign language to another presentation. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's a step further.
First I should acknowledge that the presenter is a very clever guy. I think he talked with confidence, and I liked the modules that he was presenting to us. But just as I said, the system would realize a lot of its potential if there are mechanism behind it for dynamic update of information. Like pest and disease control, for example, the disease vectors are changing quite substantially frequently than he anticipated. So to have people updating, I think the initial sense of presentation that there will be people updating information in the background. He really needed to go a step further to have dynamic update information. I know he also claimed of producing some analytics about a number of activities in language. Again, behind that, there will be a lot of artificial intelligence and machine learning behind that. Yeah. So if successful, I think it should be pushed to go further for the full potential of the system. Otherwise, it's a real system.
Thank you. So far, who has been your favorite innovator? Drop their name in the comments below. Create, innovate, develop. Congratulations. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is John Munta, and I'm a final year student at the University of Malawi.
Final year student, Uni of Malawi. What are you studying?
Okay, I'm doing computer science.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what council are you representing today?
Okay, it's Zomba District Council.
What is the challenge in Zomba? What is your innovation for Zomba?
The challenge is how the collection is collected and managed. So there is so much inefficiencies, like how the revenue is collected and managed. So my solution is to modernize the system, like the revenue collection system.
Okay.
So I'm bringing up the USSD app, which is focusing on managing and collecting the revenues.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's hear more from you when you get inside to present your idea to the evaluators. Looking forward to seeing and hearing more detail on this work that you're doing. Good luck.
All right, thanks. Okay, this is introduction. The purpose of this system is to modernize revenue collection management processes. As we already know that we have challenge in collection and management of revenues here in Malawi. So to address those challenges, then we can use this system. Okay, we have challenges like inefficiencies, transparency on how revenue is collected. Okay, mwachitsanzo kuti for instance tikaona pa market imene zimakhaliramo pamakhala za matiketi zomwe kwambiri pamakhala anthu amene amatolera ndalama physically. So zimene zichazo timaona ngati kuti pamakhala ma inefficiency osiyanasiyana chifukwa ndalama sizingamapangidwe managed bwinobwino chifukwa kuti nzotheka munthu kubapo ndithu ndalama kapena osakafikiza ndalama yomwe atolera. So to address those challenges chifukwa we have come up with this system, revenue collection management system. Iyo yankhala ngati example chabe. So that's how important this system is. Okay, so this system focuses on collection and management. It means after collection, after the revenue is collected, then it has to be managed. That's why apapa ndapanga system ndaigawa magulu awiri. Tili ndi website which is web interface ya admin kuti azitha kupanga manage ma users komanso kuona mmene statistics ya zinthu mmene ikuyendera kuti anthu amene akupereka ndalama akupereka revenue komanso kuona kuti way forward ya mmene statistics imene ikuonesera way forward yake ikhale motani. So interface imeneyo kwambiri ikuonesa management ya revenue kuti how users will be managed and how revenue will be managed. And for user part kuti chifukwa system ndaigawa magulu awiri, tili ndi web interface imene ndayankhulira kale komanso tili ndi USSD app. So for web interface part iyi yomwe amene azipanga manage ndi ma system administrators, pomwe USSD app amene azipanga manage ndi or amene azipanga interact with app iyi ndi ma end users which are businessmen and organization, even institutions. So it addresses issues like market efficiencies, limited transparency and user-friendly interfaces, and financial inclusion. On financial inclusion, tikusa kuperekera example kunena kuti pali ma businessmen ena amene ali kumuzi komano ali ndi ndalama komano alibenso phone ya smartphone, ndeno kuti azithabe kugwisa ntchito system iyi chifake tapanga system iyi kunena kuti ikhale USSD app kuti akuza kugwisa ntchito pa mafoni awa anthu omwe amatcha kuti ma keypad, chifukwa USSD app ikuza kulowa naso pa keypad not pa smartphone box. So chifake system ili so gawo lina ili ngati kuti ndi USSD app kuti anthu amene alibe kuthekera kwa okhala ndi smartphone akuzanso kugwisa ntchito system imeneyi. Komanso kumbali ya internet connectivity, munthu akuza kugwisa ntchito system iyi without internet connectivity. Monga tonse mene tikuziwira kuti kuti munthu ugwisa ntchito for instance mpamba sumafunikiranso internet connectivity ina yonse. So ndizotheka munthu kugwisa ntchito system iyi opanda internet. Okay, so this system it will be USSD app. It will follow USSD approach as I have already said. I hope zinazo ndalongoswa kale. Okay, now let's go straight into demonstration on how this app will be working. Okay. So here is my database. In this database, so in database my DB muli ma tables are income tax, less notifications, payments, products, shop tax, taxpayer registration, tax information and users. Mmene ndayankhulira kale kuti ma system administrators ndamene azipanga control system using web interface. So ma tables amene azisunga information yomwe ikupangidwa managed by the system administrators, ma data imeneyo izisungidwa ma tables ake ngati amene wawo. Now this is my server. Okay, let me run it. Okay. Yeah, so this is my server, and okay, ava ndifuna ndipange zoti ikhale accessible online, so do like this.
So we need to move to interaction session. Yeah, so we understand that you are coming up with the revenue collection system for Zomba District Council. First thing I want you to understand, what taxes are you talking about here? Is it all the rates or taxes, or is there, you have to focus on the markets or any other?
I'm focusing on
markets.
Yeah.
Okay, so your focus is on the market.
Yeah.
Have you met the Zomba District Council on the market issues?
No.
You haven't met them?
Yeah.
I understand that the is it last year or 2 years ago, they introduced the e-ticketing.
Yeah.
So Zomba District Council introduced the e-ticketing. The aim was to assist them to collect revenue from the markets. So what do you think about your application? Because we are taking the same Zomba District Council.
Okay.
Let's assume that they have already e-ticketing. Not going to convince them to
Okay.
accept your initiative.
The uniqueness of this system is that it is USSD based app, so it will accommodate those who don't have smartphone and internet connectivity, which is
my understanding is when you are talking about e-ticketing, we have already numerators or people employed by council to collect the revenues in the markets. And what they have done is instead of using manual registers and the receipts, they have introduced gadgets for capturing the information from the markets. It doesn't mean that they're going to use people in the market, but they already employed people there. And they are trained how to use those gadgets and how to use this system. And there is a team at the district council which is monitoring what is happening on a daily basis. So that's why I'm asking how this particular innovation, what you are suggesting, will be advantageous to the existing system that they have now?
Okay, this system will not require employers to help people in collecting revenues. Yeah, they will do collection and payment and the like on their own without assistance from employers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes.
No, I think mine is just a comment about his approach using the USSD. I think, looking at the landscape in terms of the gadgets our people have, I think that could be encouraged as of now. Even I think the user interface needs, you really need to be make it very easy for the people themselves that you're targeting. Yeah, I think that's just
In terms of area of innovation, I think it's a good idea to have such type of innovation. However, it seems that the innovator has not done a good job in terms of requirements analysis to understand the gaps existing in that particular sector, and come up with and model the solution based on those understanding. So that's why I think we feel that the innovator even himself was failing to express himself and understand what is happening around. So what we are encouraging is for him to consult the users, understand the current practices on revenue collection, identify necessary gaps, and come up with the appropriate solutions. So this is what we can comment on this particular presentation. Thank you.
Be on the lookout for various giveaways during the airing of the Muuni Fund Pitch Program. Introduce yourself.
Thank you. I'm Patrick Nsendema. I'm representing Udani Sahara. Actually, we're working together as a team. We're working on a project which is in Mangochi EPA, whereby we're trying to find a solution on something which is relating to data management in terms of project management data. We're thinking of having this solution so that people should be able to relate to what project has happened before and the one which you want to do, so that we can have that data and use it instead of just starting from scratch. So basically that's what we are doing.
So pretty much working to eliminate the issue of duplicated efforts.
That's it.
I love that Mangochi people are thinking like that. So you have the solution today.
Yes.
And do you already work in such a space? What do you do?
Actually, what I'm doing is I should first try to say that I'm ICT specialist for Luana. So it's not exactly like same, but similar. Yes, there are projects also there which sometimes we monitor the ICT part. So actually, after borrowing a leaf there, we have also tried to see this one. So that maybe we can
yes.
a solution.
So your experience is being very helpful, even in this innovation that you're bringing to the table. All right, I wish you well as you present your idea to the evaluators.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
I'm Patrick Nsendema, representing Mangochi EPA project, whereby it's a system about tracking management system on different projects. I'm representing Udani Sahara. It's a team of 2, and it's been started. We went somewhere for the works also, so we went for the office vehicle, and they couldn't manage to come here, so I had to come here and represent. Well, just a bit of an introduction on our system which we want to stage. in Malawi we see that there's a problem with how projects are run in a way that some data are not in a way that in the system, the project data, they are not linking properly in a sense that when another project runs, you find that there's another one also which comes along the way, but they cannot see each other. Like these people did this, and then the other ones did the other part, but they could not link the data so that they can work hand in hand. In viewing all those issues, we found out that with this project, with this problem, we can now come up with the management of the project data in a way that we can also conform with the 2063 agenda, whereby the government is eager to embrace new technologies in terms of the digital management of data. And with this, we come up with a tool which we want to utilize the digital repositories, whereby we can all read from another project with another project, whereby instead of repeating what other guys have done before, we can start maybe with somewhere and then continue with our work. With that in mind, you see that when the project is running, there is a problem whereby, like in EPAs, whereby there are districts which these projects are staged, we find that after some time, maybe data is lost due to issues or like maybe some people retire, disasters, and there's so many issues which might come along. Bearing in mind these data losses, we thought of coming with a solution whereby we develop a system which can have this data centralized. We can easily track the projects and get to know how our friends have done and where we can start from, instead of just keep repeating some of the things which other people have done. Because of this, you see that without having a system which is sound enough, we'll have project duplication, and also there will be stress to farmers in a sense that they will be having issues with the repetitive information when we want to get from them. So we have now a structure whereby we want to demonstrate, like at district level, how this system is going to be. For example, like institutions like Muuni, when they have a project, they go to committees which are right there, which have the directors of agriculture and also some other experts in the same field, whereby in that scenario, you see that they are the ones who manage the projects. And in the APA level, there are coordinators who have got the other guys there, the AEDO, the agricultural experts also who manages the project. It is this scenario whereby I will base on when I will be demonstrating on the solution. We are thinking that since these people are working hand in hand, at the district level, we can have the data centralized whereby they can also be checking at the APA level and the project implementers. But all in all, we'll find that the public are the ones who are going to gain more in this project. Now I'm going to switch on the prototype which we have. This is going to be our interface whereby we'll be required to have an email address as a user, the password, and also in case of, let's say, data protection, this comes into mind. On this, we have another system whereby we can have a dashboard whereby the principal investigator, this is whereby there is a principal investigator dashboard where we can stage what is the project is requiring us to do. We can discuss the project and we can have the project objectives, as you can see, project outputs and the project deliverables. All these they can be added by the one managing this database. And then we have also another area whereby a layman can come, if given all the credentials, they can track the projects, like to see who is the donor, and also they can see the status, if it's running or if it's not running, and at the same time they can see where it is taking place. And finally, this is the main area where the whole of this project will center. In this one, is where we can track with evidence to see if those deliverables which were first agreed upon when the project was starting, we can see if it's in progress or it's not in progress, and if there is there is an evidence on this one. So in this way, we'll be able to track our projects and be able to borrow the lead from other people who have also done similar projects. If it's new, well, that's good, but next time it will not be new, but we are working in a scenario whereby we have seen that most of the projects, they are not like work behind, and when they are gone, they are gone. We don't have the data which is there, which some people can borrow a lead from. So they like start from scratch, and as that with this, after it has been linked maybe all over more districts, we can be able to track in all EPAs what is happening in different projects. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sendema, for your presentation and the demonstration. Now it's the interaction session. Maybe some will have some areas that we need some clarifications. Yeah, to start with, I understand the Malawi government has got also a platform which public institutions need to register their projects. So the ministry, the government can track what's happening in public institutions in terms of infrastructure and other types of projects. I don't know whether we know that particular platform.
Yes, if I could we know that one, but we found it like maybe it was some like in some other features whereby like the linking of the projects in a way that ours is reaching an area whereby the people in the EPAs right in the villages, they will be able to enter as making the system as it is like their own, maybe by managing it properly. So we found it that maybe in that area we are giving this one like to the real guys who are doing the work in the EPAs. So that's why we found it that it's a bit different.
In terms of accessibility, since there's a level of different stakeholders that will be accessing this particular system, and we understand that these stakeholders can have different gadgets. How the system is going to be accessed by different stakeholders?
As our project, we came up with something like this system will be based on the data whereby it's a web based, but it's going to be easily converted to mobile application whereby we thought of those people from the villages that with the mobile applications they can work with it offline, and after that when it gets to the system where there's an internet connection, it will sync with the data so that it gets updated with the live system. So with that we thought of like with the government thinking of bringing the network, the internet to the villages. I understand there's another type of network which we want to implement. We found it that maybe with this one, we can convert also to mobile devices. It will be easy for most of them to access.
Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you so much, Patrick. It's a very good proposal, right, which is looking at the tracking projects. Actually, we have had the other projects that we haven't reviewed the desired results because there was conflicting projects taking place. So this should be very good. I have two questions in terms of tracking the project. Like one, how do you track the implementation of a project in terms of percentage. And looking at the time frame that it was agreed that this project was supposed to be delivered within this period. Are you also tracking that? And thirdly, I'm looking at the circumstances that may lead to a delay in completing certain project. Is there something that triggers that? Say, okay, it has delayed the project certainly, and any collective measures. That's one question, like different parts. Secondly, when it comes to the entering of information or an access of information, I believe that there will be different roles. There is an admin. So how do you make sure that everyone is accessing the information that he or she is authorized to? And how are we protecting the definition of the project? Because the owner of the project here is the district council. When you are saying access can be offline and online, we'll be very happy to see if there is a way to use to capture information offline, especially in if they are to monitor projects. Projects can be implemented in far remote areas where there is no network or internet. Now, how shall those either project monitors or whatever, or those implementers or officers are going to capture the information which will at the end be updated when they come
on? I'll first start with the tracking. On the tracking, we made sure that people should not be just saying that we are doing this project, but they should show us their indicators to say, for example, let's say if they want to do like water sanitation, then they should say, okay, they should put in the system, they indicate, for example, testing of waters, they say clean, so they have clean waters and healthy water. In that way, then there should be evidence which should be entered in the system, whereby if they have done this indicator, we should now be able to see something which is like an output, whereby we can see this one is now the tested and the clean and tested water, which is healthy. So that one will first maybe that it should not be just by the words of mouth, but there should be something whose input is something using the indicator, and there should be an evidence which will be uploaded in the system. And at the same time, in the end, we should have something which has been delivered, which is tangible or which is measurable. For example, in the same example of water, it means they should show us as to how they uploaded in the system. For example, let's say in Zomba, can we go to a certain EPA whereby you can test maybe water from the tap or maybe water from the boreholes and test it, and maybe if some people have drank that water, is it even before drinking, is it tested that it's really pure water and healthy? So I've accommodated all those things so that when they are doing this, they should be able to see that they're not just saying the words of mouth, but they are also handling it in a way that the system should conform with what they are doing on the ground. And on the entering of data on the admin and mayor users, we're thinking that there should be access rights, whereby the main guy should be those who are managing the project, like the committees. So for them, they should be having the super rights whereby they can do the modifications in the system. But for the other people, maybe the mayor users, They can see some reports, they can also enter some data, but on a limited basis, according to what they should do, according to the limits which they have in the system. Just a way of protecting so that maybe they should not misusing the system. And on the monitoring, I should confess to say that it is our wish that if we, after using the flat, we should convert to the mobile system, as you have said. It's an important aspect. I should admit that bearing in mind that it should be entered offline. We think that there should be a system, a software which can be run in the phone, where it should be just needing like installation. But after that, we really understand that it should be at one point be linked first with the main system, the line. After that, they can go. But when they come back, after syncing with the main system, the live system, it should now be updated. But on the new software, we have not fought too much to that level, like in how it's going to frequently update with the main system. So that one, yes, we're getting it about. It's not yet expected that as what we are going there. It is our wish that if we, after using the flat, we should convert to the mobile system, as you have said. It's an important aspect. I should admit that bearing in mind that it should be entered offline. We think that there should be a system, a software which can be run in the phone, where it should be just needing like installation. But after that, we really understand that it should be at one point be linked first with the main system, the line. After that, they can go. But when they come back, after syncing with the main system, the live system, it should now be updated. But on the new software, we have not fought too much to that level, like in how it's going to frequently update with the main system. So that one, yes, we're getting it about. It's not yet expected that as what we are going there.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Do you have anything? No, I'm okay. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Patrick Sendem, for the presentation and the demonstration of the prototype. Wishing you well. Thank you very much. Yeah, we have seen an innovation in agriculture, particularly in the monitoring of projects in the Mamboji District Council. It's a good initiative. We understand that in our local councils we have a number of projects from different implementers. Sometimes if you don't have adequate information about the previous projects, you can create a lot of information. And maybe also targeting the same audience all the time. So if you can have something like a platform that can alert us on the previous projects, we can know where the gaps are and where we need to concentrate for the new projects. So it's a good idea. However, the innovator needs a lot of background information in terms of conceptualizing the innovation. Exactly what should be involved. For example, according to the presentation, there are a number of stakeholders that will be involved, and they need to understand these stakeholders and their needs. So at least they can come up with the appropriate technologies, appropriate interfaces, appropriate navigations. So at the end of the day, all the necessary stakeholders will have a chance to use the system. Otherwise, if some stakeholders are not ready to use the system, sometimes it will be accepted. So that's our general comments about this particular information.
Kodi mukutipo bwanji zama innovation amene takuonetsani lero? Tuzeni maganizo anu m'makomenti musimu. Tuona nanso mawa.
Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Kuthandiza Malawi tipeze njira zotana ndi mavuto kuza dziko lathu. Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Kuthandiza Malawi tipeze njira zotana ndi mavuto omwe amagwa mdziko lathu.